In my opinion, this is the best way for you to develop past K40. Hi, and welcome to Red Evony. I am Akayasha, and you can call me Preacher Aka. Alright guys, all kidding aside though, I am a firm believer, no pun intended, of practicing what you preach. And as you guys well know, I make a lot of videos on guides and tips and how to do stuff in Evony on this channel. But I'm making this video specifically to let you know that the stuff that I tell you is actually stuff that I do. Alright, so a while back, I did a video on the options of going for T15s as opposed to doing MA5 when you get to K40. Now, that video, by all accounts, was well received, okay? People commented, stated their points of view, stated how they actually developed past K40, and all in all, I think it was a good video. Now, in that video, I basically suggested that for people in my kind of situation, going the T15 route was better than doing MA5. And of course, I laid out all the arguments for it in that video. Now, we are here 4 months later after making that video. And I want to tell you guys that I have finally been able to unlock all my T15s with the exception of Siege. So, if we come here to the rally spot, okay, these are my troops, right? And you can see the T15s there. Ground, archers, calves, all right? Granted, this took a while. This took a while and tons of resources, but I did it. And of course, in that video, I also made the argument for just doing a few T15 troops when you open initially. So that's why you can see here that I have 100k of the T15s. Now, I know that a lot of people, when they open their T15s, they tend to go ham and build a ton of troops. Depending on your situation, that could be okay. But in my situation, and for people like me, I feel like it's best to be restrained at first. Get a few troops to help with defense mechanics and things like that, and keep it there until you develop further. So that's kind of the idea for why I have this many T15 troops right now. And as I mentioned, I haven't done Siege yet because, in all honesty, Siege is the hardest one to unlock. So I'm going to take my time and do that gradually as I go along. But with these ones I have right now, I feel they will be very useful for incorporating into my game. So I'm happy with that. All right, now the next step. As I said in the video, doing the T15s first, I've done that. So now I'm going to focus on the MA5 route, okay? So we come to my military academy here. I'll just clear this, okay? So my academy is right now at Military Academy 4. And for the most part, I've done pretty much all the relevant research I need in MA4. So I'm actually ready to go to MA5 right now. However, after thinking about it, I've decided that I'm going to take it one step further. I'm going to, in a sense, skip MA5 and go to MA6 straight. Now, of course, to do that, I first need to do K41. So the next step of my plan is to get K41. And as you can see, I've met the requirements with the exception of the resources. So yeah, the plan is that by the next resource consumption event, I should hopefully have enough resources together to do this. So that's step one of my plan moving forward. Then after doing K41, what I'm going to do next, I'm going to do the military academy. Okay, like I said, do MA5 and then MA6. Plus, I'm also going to do my rally spot to level 41. Okay, in my opinion, I feel that that is the right progression to go with. Do it MA5 and the rally spot roughly around the same time. Now, of course, once I've done MA6, then the next thing I'm going to do is, in two parts, I'm going to start putting the resources together to actually start building troops, build the troops at the end. But while I'm getting the resources for that together, I'm also going to be doing the research in MA6. Now, the idea is that I will do the research in MA6 first. Then after getting that to a decent level, I will then move back to start doing the research in MA5. Okay, that's the idea behind the whole plan. Now, one of the good things about this route I took with doing the T15s first is that it has given me time to stash up some tactic scrolls. Now, if we see right here, these are the tactic scrolls that I have right now. And for someone at my spending level, this is the most I can muster right now. But the idea is that by the time I get to the point where I'm ready to start doing the research in MA6, I planned that I would have about 60k tactic scrolls ready to go. Now, the interesting thing with plans is that you get the opportunity to revise them as you go along. And after spending some time looking at this, I came to the opinion that maybe that 60k might not quite be enough. So I'm going to try my best within this period of time to see if I can push it to as close to 100k as I can. Okay, that's no small order, but I feel the more tactic scrolls I have, the better opportunity I will have to maximize the buffs that I get from MA6 and MA5. So that's that. Then, once I've gotten the research in the military academy to a decent enough place, and I have saved up enough resources, then I will start building troops. Okay? So that's the plan, right? By the time we get to that point, I'll pour all the resources I have into building troops, and Aka is going to get buff at that point. Okay? So yeah, that's basically the progression of the development that I feel is the most efficient way for you to develop past K40. Of course, that takes into account you being a low to medium level spender, whatever you consider that to be. But if you consider yourself to be a high enough spender, yes, then the route that you take might be completely different. And that's fair enough. Now, for my case, I'm hoping that I'll be able to complete this once I do K41 in about 2 or 3 resource consumption cycles. And I'll definitely keep you guys updated on how that goes. But if you have any questions regarding this T15 and MA5 business, please feel free to drop a comment down below. Now, as I mentioned, the video I did a while back looks at the 2 routes, T15 and MA5, and lays out the argument for why I feel this route, the T15 route that I've taken, is the better of the options, and also the condition under which you can do the MA5 route if you want to. If you haven't seen that video, you can check it out right here. It's got a lot of good information, and if you're planning to develop past K40, I feel it will be worthwhile for you to see that. That's it for me, guys. Thank you very much. Aka signing out.